Welcome to Redvee TV's Instant Fan Reaction, supported by A-Star Recruitment for the 2020 season, as we reflect on Saints' 40-8 victory over the Leeds Rhinos this evening at the Totally Wicked Stadium. Kev Pender is once again absent as he recovers from his COVID diagnosis. So I'm joined by Kev Cunningham again. Double bubble. The Gerard will be loving you, Kev.
I've had some stick, but it's all right. It's all good fun, all good banter.
Now, I feel after last week, I don't know whether I was discussing it on the video or I think I was mentioning in the Liverpool Echo column, that Jack Welsby, after his game last week at centre, I thought he was excellent last week. I think I was saying he potentially might have nailed it down for the year with his performance and obviously the experience he brings to the side. And then Josh Simm comes into the side tonight.
What do we know?
And shakes it up once again.
I asked, actually, I remember a couple of instant fans back, what did he think of Josh Simm when he popped that offload off? I think it was to Coote, wasn't it? Who went in? Because I didn't think he had the best of games back then. I thought he did all right, but I don't think he lit it up. I thought Jack last week did light it up. And then he's gone and rested Jack tonight and put Simm in, who again has lit it up and got man of the match. Look, we see what happens in 80 minutes. Them blokes, they see what happens all over the training pitch. They know who's firing, they know who's fit, they know who's got the speed, the agility, the oomph. There's 3 games in 8 days. That's hurdle 1 jumped over, 2 points in a bag. Probably similar points difference to what Wigan have achieved. So happy with that. I thought it was a decent performance. Second half was dire for 26, 27 minutes, really.
I think the queue was on the rack, though, Kev.
It was, but when the queue could have been on the rack at half-time last week, Dave, against Wakefield, and we didn't put it on the rack. And that is what a champion team does. And Wigan, to be fair to them, and I don't like praising them, but I'd praise them more than I'd praise Warrington. I'm just looking at Brian Carney's feet. How small are Brian Carney's feet? Separate conversation. But Wigan came out second half and carried on. Yeah, carried on that momentum and won well. And we've won relatively well. I'm watching the post fan stuff now and the end of game stuff. And we've won 40 points to 8. It wasn't quite what we did in August, but we've won handsomely by 32 points. We are where we are. We're doing what we need to do. We'll roll into Monday. I think Friday is a big game. I think Friday now becomes an absolute 4-pointer, massive game. And you know what? Rightfully so, because we'll get to Friday or Thursday, and we'll have that conversation in a minute. And it'll be a huge Saints-Wigan derby at the end of October, which is strange. But we need that because the last game, I don't know about you, I couldn't get up for it. I couldn't feel that passion for a Saints-Wigan derby that I think I'm now starting to feel ahead of when we play them next week.
Hey, Kev, you'd be great at monologues. I don't need to be here to ask any questions. You just cover everything in one go. Calm down. Calm down.
Sorry.
But yeah, Josh Simm, I think I said it a few weeks back. I think it'll be a shootout between him or Jack Welsby for competition for that left centre spot for the rest of the year. Do you know what? You can play either of them. I'm not fussed.
Mate, he's given food for thought, hasn't he? He really has. And then the thing is, for me, if something, let me put something on record. I've given Johnny a bit of stick on these shows the last 2 or 3 times I've been on, saying he's not been the same Johnny Lomax he was last year. He was intense tonight, Johnny. He wanted it. He looked a different Johnny Lomax. Do you agree?
Yeah.
He looked like he had that spring in his step. He had a bit more pace about him. Everything seemed to be a gear up.
He looked like he was playing in his slippers.
He did, and I think he might get a week off now, but I think Johnny's experienced. He's had his testimony here last year. He knows what to expect at this time of the season, and I'm saying this time of the season as in a season, not this time of the year, because he knows what it's like in them last games. He's been through that heartbreak of Warrington at home, getting beat. He's been through those grand finals, some of them, when we lost to Leeds. He knows that he don't need to turn out his best form against Hull KR and Wakefield in round 14, 15, 16. It's now he needs to start performing. And I hope he gets Monday off. I really do. Because then when he comes back in against Wigan, he's got the best player in the comp by an absolute country mile, in my opinion, the opposite side of him in Bevan French. And that's where he needs to show that he's the Johnny Lomax he was last year.
And try and keep French scoreless to keep your missus' bet on.
That, honestly, yeah, it's creased me. And my mate Stu Clark's had a bet on Regan Grace anytime try score tonight. He's not scored. So he's jinxed me big time. But anyway, the long way left of the season.
Now, obviously, it was an expected win tonight. Obviously, Leeds basically threw the towel in before kick-off with the squad that they named. But the defence was ferocious in that first half especially. And it was that intensity that probably led to the win.
Yeah, I think it was. And I think... I don't think it was just... I think we were relatively slick for start in attack as well. I mean, to score when you only had 12... I think I tweeted... probably naively, but I tweeted we could beat these with 12 when Wormsley got sin-binned. And what an absolute... What's he supposed to do there? What's he going to do? Not tackle him? I mean, come on. It's a game of rugby league. It's a contact sport. Things like that don't happen.
There's absolutely nothing you can do as a rugby league player for that not to happen unless you're not there.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'll be incensed because the match review panel now don't meet until Tuesday.
Oh.
If he does get a ban for that, and he shouldn't, and if he does, we've got to compete it. He's going to miss the Wigan game, and that would be ridiculous because that sin bin's definitely sufficient, even if it's a sin bin. I'm not convinced it's a sin bin. But back to your original question, yeah, we were quick off the block, we were sharp, we looked like we were structured. There were very few mistakes defensively. I was disappointed that they scored, to be honest, and I'm not even 100% convinced about the try. If I'm really honest, I'm not sure the tip of that ball touched down, and then he rolled him over like 22 times, and I still don't think it went down. But anyway,
I think he got it down about 5 minutes afterwards.
Yeah, but he never even went to that. It's the whole thing about the sending it up as a try thing, isn't it? It's stupid. There should be a try, a no try in it. I don't know. There should be like a I don't know. You tell me. But if the RFL listened to fans, then the game would be so much better because I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not saying you know everything. And yeah. Kentucky Fried Chicken and pizza. I'm not saying the only person I know who knows everything about rugby league is Dave Howarth, but he's the oracle. So,
whoa! Dave Howarth knows things about rugby league.
If they involved fans in the game,
if it involves
would
fans,
be a better
coaches.
It would be a better sport. Well, fans and coaches and players as well. It'd be a better sport, but things like that, and like the decision in the Wigan game, the second try, that's never a try. That's ridiculous.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I've seen people tweeting us saying, was it Chris Kendall's on Wigan side? They won 58 points to 12. I've not seen any of it because I really haven't got that much interest in it at the moment. Saints is probably my primary focus. I think.
Wait till you see it. He knocks it on over the line. It comes free from his arm, and just about this bit of his arm here, and the ball's dropped. There's that much of a gap between his arm and the ball, and then he touches it down. But because he sent it up as a try, there's not conclusive evidence to overturn it. It's a stupid rule.
Time is the only thing that is stopping me from not watching the game at the moment.
Yeah.
Especially the way the fixtures are going now. We're going to talk about Monday very quickly in a second because I know you're not going to be with us for the preview show of the weekend. Phil Wilkinson from the Wigan Evening Post tweeted during this game this evening that Adrian Lam has said in his press conference that the Saints-Wigan game next week may be moved to Thursday night, which means Saints will play 3 games within 7 days. Absolute madness and scandalous if it's true. Considering the implications for the top of the table and the fact that Wigan haven't got a game on Monday. But for us, I expect big changes Monday. Do you know what? I think we'll get Tom Nisbet. Is it Tom Nisbet? I think we'll have him in at fullback on Monday. I think Coote will get the Monday game off.
You got some intel there. Maybe,
but I I'd give.
Let's call it now. Nisbet fullback, Dodd scrum half, Wellesby standoff.
I was going to say, yeah, Nisbet the fullback.
Bookies.
So Coot gets the game off. I'd give Dodd and Wellesby the halves. Payrood's come back in. Joe Paulo, you'll be on the pitch.
I won't. I'll be in Crete.
Aaron Smith, give him the 80 minutes. Costello in at centre for big Kev Nagama. Wingfield, I'd have him. He was in the squad last week, so you give him a go. And you know what? That side would still give Salford backing up after tonight a game on Monday evening.
Salford do everything off Didson and Mossop. Didson, whatever. Gil Dudson and Lee Mossop provide the platform for Salford to play off. Kev Brown is normally the first pivot that rolls off that. He's out for the season. Now Levels hasn't been fully fit. He's come back and played 2 games. Might not play. Salford might really struggle with what they put out on Monday. Jammer's going to lead us, definitely. Aaron Smith will be in there. I'd expect Amo probably to start.
We say that, I know it's been said James Graham will lead us out on Monday. But if the Wigan game is changed to Thursday night, does that potentially change the thinking on that one? Do you hold him back to Wigan?
No, not for me. No, not for me. Because
can he go both weeks, both games?
Yeah, I think he can, because the Wigan games, we get a week after the Wigan game, don't we? So the Wigan game's huge. And I'll put this out there. It ain't going to happen, but I'll put it out there. If we lost to Salford, and it's a big if, and I don't know what the bookies have it, I've not looked yet, that would give us the rocket we need to ensure we turn up to that Wigan game with absolutely no disillusionment, no, complacency. We would turn up to that game, hopefully, the way we turned up to Wakefield version 2. So, no, for me, James Graham, I had a 5 on him tonight for stride, thinking he'd play. I was convinced he'd play, so I've lost a 5. But I was convinced he'd play tonight. But he'll play on Monday. I've no doubt in my mind he'll start with Kyle Amo. I'm hoping probably Jack Ashworth's in there on the bench, Matty Lee's or Wormsley, but I'd rest Wormsley if I'm honest. He's done big minutes, he's done big meters. And then, put a few of the young lads around them. Get Makinson still in there because he's had 5 games off, so he should play. 100% play Regan Grace because we've got money on him, so he has to play. If you're gonna rest Nagama, fine, rest Nagama, put Costello in there. Sims proved tonight he can do it. Lewis and Wellesby at 6 and 7. We've got enough, mate. I'm not being funny. That team our second team had finished top 7, top 8 in Super League for me.
You'd have to look at it. If Saints do win on Monday and then they beat Wigan, I think we'll be 3 games ahead of Wigan, assuming they played a lot. And with 3 games essentially to play, Saints would only probably have to win 1 of the last 3 games to secure top spot.
We're not 3 games ahead of Wigan, are we?
We will be if we
level with Wigan now.
If we beat them, we will be.
Oh, right, okay.
So Wigan have won 11.
Yeah.
We've won 12, so we'd have won 4. By the time we play Wigan, if we beat them and beat Salford, we'd win 14.
Yeah.
We'd be 3 games ahead of Wigan, essentially free to play, assuming Wigan get them all in. So it's a big week to secure top spot.
It is, absolutely. And it's a really valid point, because the reason that game might be brought to Thursday is to fit in the Wigan Catalan rearrangements. And there ain't going to be no easy game for Wigan, because they're playing. Obviously, they played tonight. My knowledge tells me they don't play Monday, do they?
No,
they'll play again maybe Thursday against us, but then they might have a game sandwiched in between us and whoever they play next with Catalan. So, listen, it's COVID-19, it's 2020, anything can happen. We've got a long way to go. I said in the preview, I've said it on every group I'm in, we just need to worry about us. We need to keep turning out our 2 points. Every 2 points we get is a lower percentage on the board, because when we won 5 rounds ago, it was 2.9%, I think, as you said on the preview. Tonight, I think we've only gone up 1 point something percent, and we're at 80% now.
Yeah.
But the good thing is if Boris Johnson announces any kind of lockdown for 4 weeks and he wants to cut the table off now, we've at least played 15 games and qualified for the playoffs. So.
Yeah, listen, I don't think there's any doubt we're going to be in the top 4. I think potentially by this time next week, top spot will be locked in, and then it's in our hands, and we can choose what we want to do with the teams. And do you know what? Does finishing first or second, apart from the kudos, maybe the little bit of money you get for the thing, make much difference? Given that we're not going to be anyway.
It doesn't because you ain't in a crowd there. So what does that matter? You're playing a game against one of your rivals that you know about. There is nothing new. What the League Leaders Shield, it'd be nice to say that we've won it 3 years in a row. We've been the best team 3 years in a row, but there's a bit of an old wives' tale and a bit of a witch's curse on the League Leaders Shield. So I'm not overly bothered. It'd be nice to finish top and wrap it up again. Oh, you've gone missing. He's still there. It'd be nice to finish top and wrap that up again and do the League Leaders Shield and the grand final double. But for me, the League Leaders Shield doesn't matter. It's about the grand final. And if we finish second, so be it. We still get a home tie. And I'd hope the RFL, now that the announcement about Hull FC hosting, Hull FC a football ground, not rugby ground, hosting the grand final, I hope that they at least give the teams, because I'll tell you something that's really got my guff up tonight, is that Wigan were in our changing room. We've had to get changed upstairs. That's really wound me up. And I am convinced that's an RFL decision. Mike Russ wouldn't let that happen. Over his dead body would he let Wigan get changed in our changing room. That's an RFL decision based on who plays first, who plays second. Because that's not right. They wouldn't let us. There's no way they'd let us do that. That is proper got on my nerves. But anyway, if we get
that smell out of there.
Well, yeah, that needs disinfecting for about 16 years. We won't change in that changing room now until 2041. But anyway, if we get home advantage in those semi-finals, it has to be at our home. But then you've got to question if Wigan finish top and they haven't put their ground in the mix for hosting Super League games. They haven't got
their own ground.
What happens to them? Exactly. So what does it matter if you finish? Because they might have them on the same night.
Yeah.
I wouldn't you, if you was the send your referees, send your testing people all on one night. So it ain't going to be at Saints. So other than a hubcap that we've got 38 replicas of,
well,
we don't need to finish top.
Why couldn't it be at Saints? If Saints finish top, whoever finishes top should get the option of playing both semi-finals at their home ground.
Have you not seen the kick-off of all the Hull fans and Castle fans about having to come all the way over to here to play? Castleford fans moaning. Yeah. Like as if Castleford's ready to host 2 Super League games. If they played half a game on that pitch, it'd be like a cow patch.
Have they not realised how many times we've been going to Headingley? But anyway, right, I'll let you go, Kev. I'll let you go and get some sleep. All roads lead on the highway to Hull. Saints are firmly on the path. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks to Kev for joining us. I'll find someone to join me at the weekend. I know the squad's coming out tomorrow, but I might put the video out Sunday, so I'll find someone to join me.
Squad's are coming out tomorrow. I'll tell you what, if it is a Thursday game, I'll join you from Crete for the fan reaction.
I wasn't going to tell anybody you were going on holiday because
it's all right. No one's going to burgle my house. I've got 16 Rottweilers.
Okay then, right. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. I hope you don't have to isolate when you get home.
Take care, everyone. Get well soon, Kev Pender.
Catch you soon. See you later.